Welcome to Fly Network's Top 10. Today we're going to look at the top 10 Marvel movies. This list is made up of all Marvel movies, not just the ones inside the cinematic universe, with the separation with the Fox and Sony and all that shit. I decided just to do a list with all of my favorite Marvel movies. And like I said, my favorite. So it might not be in order of highest grossing movie or nothing like that. But before we get into the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
Number 10.
Kicking off the list, Blade 2. This movie will forever hold a spot in my heart. This is the first one was my introduction to the Marvel movies, the cinematic universe or whatever. Even though this wasn't a part of the cinematic universe, everybody knows this was the first Marvel movie, and it really helped get them out the dark ages. They was facing bankruptcy, and this pretty much saved them, I guess, or some, I don't know the backstory. I'm really looking forward to how the new Blade movie is going to be done, but yeah, this movie was dope.
Number 9.
Coming in at number 9, Deadpool, the first one. I was about to say 2, but I forgot. I put number 1 here because it was so fun, so original. I mean, you couldn't have a PG-13 Deadpool movie, and I'm glad they went with the direction that they did. Ryan Reynolds is the perfect cast for Deadpool, man. He knocks out the park every single time. I like the first one a little bit more than the second one because it was way more original. The second one was fun and cool, but I don't know, the first one just holds a special spot in my heart.
Number 8.
Coming in at number 8, X-Men Days of Future Past. I genuinely love this comic book. So the movie, I was so excited for when it came out. Like when they announced it, I was so excited, and this movie did not let me down. Yeah, it veered off from the comic book like every other movie do, but I feel like this was the best X-Men movie to come out. I still feel like it's the best X-Men movie to come out, and it was so well done. All the X-Men movies, I always felt like they was pretty well cast, but this one just took it and knocked it out the park. I love Days of Future Past. If you haven't seen it, you definitely need to check it out.
Number 7.
I'll put Spider-Man 2, the Tobey Maguire version, at number 7 because so many great things birthed from this movie. First off, this movie was well casted. I love the guy who played Dr. Octopus. I don't know his name, but they did a great job in casting him, and he looked like the comic book version of it to a certain extent. And I always loved the music ballads in the Spider-Man movies. I always thought it was dope, and I love the action scenes in this movie. It was real dope. This movie got a lot of things that just crossed off my list. I just love this, and this is still one of my favorite Spider-Man movies to this day.
Number 6.
Guardians of the Galaxy cast is just a fun going cast. I thought number 1 was really well done, but I like 2 storyline a little bit better. And I don't know, it wasn't as goofy as the first one. I think the first one is still really well, but this one just really knocked it out the park for me. I mean, the chemistry between the characters, the fun going nature of everybody, it was just really dope, man. This movie is really, really well done. I didn't even know nothing about the Guardians of the Galaxy until this came out, and I became a huge fan afterwards. So yeah.
Number 5.
Coming in at number 5, Black Panther, the first one. This movie was really well done, man. This pacing of the movie was well done. The storyline was well done. It was like Dr. King versus Malcolm X, Michael B. Jordan being Malcolm X, and Black Panther being Dr. King, man. This movie was really well done, man. Action scenes on point. The pacing was on point, man. There's not a flaw in this movie. I really dig this movie, and then don't even let me get to talking about that cold soundtrack. I mean, come on.
Number 4.
There's not much I can even say about Endgame that haven't already been said. Endgame was a great ending to a beautiful saga of Marvel movies, and I enjoyed this movie a lot. This is definitely one of my favorite movies, and I definitely think it's in the top 5 of Marvel movies. The thing that holds this back from being like number 1 is because it's not really rewatchable to me. You know what I'm saying? After I watched it the first time, I got the gist and I was like, but it does have a lot of great action scenes, but in between it had a lot of fluff too that I wasn't really feeling. But it's still a very dope movie.
Number 3.
Expectations for movies don't usually be that high, but this movie expectations was super high, and I feel like Spider-Man No Way Home exceeded its expectations. This movie was really dope, well done, well written, and it was really, in a lot of people's eyes, this is the best Spider-Man movie to ever come out. They was able to get all 3 Spider-Mans on the same screen, and they did a marvelous job, man. This movie was really well done, and I feel like Willem Dafoe really stole the show. He is what really make this movie well done to me. But like I said, it was really cold, man. I love this movie.
Number 2.
In my eyes, Civil War was a perfect Marvel movie. Had everything you could ask for. Great action scenes, great plot. I didn't know how they was going to translate the Civil War from the comic book onto the actual big screen, so I was kind of worried about that. But I love the way they did it. They put a modern approach on it. It wasn't exactly like the comic book. Nothing is never exactly like the comic book. We all know that. But the pace and the way they did it was well done, man. I really loved how they did it. And the introduction of Spider-Man for the universe was really cold, man. Kudos to Marvel for what they did for this movie.
Number 1.
If I said it once, I said it twice. Hell, I said it 3 times. Infinity War is the best Marvel movie that ever come out, in my opinion. This movie was perfect in every single way. I loved this movie. I didn't know what was going to happen when I was watching this movie. One thing about Marvel movies is they're damn near predictable because the bad guy always lose. But seeing him win in this movie was just incredible, man. Seeing Thanos win, I was like, wow, what can they do? That's my top 10. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can be up to date on my videos. We ain't gotta do no long goodbyes. I guess I'll catch y'all on the next video. God bless and peace.